Take care of yourself, okay?
There was
The
one I'm
McRib
trying to
is back.
think of, and it was really
Is it
fucked
just
up.
me, or is like Chucky like scary to Mexican families especially?
Fucking Javi. They're obsessed with him. Do you remember fucking Javi had a life-size doll?
Yeah, I remember one time your neighbor, when you lived off of Overland, over by the temple, by where your mom works now.
Yeah.
Don't stop fighting. We all appreciate it.
Hold on,
The
it's
apartment?
loading. Yeah, the apartment. I remember when it's still loading, Mark. When you lived over there, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Your neighbors upstairs had a Chucky doll on a fishing line, and they dropped it and hit me with it, and it scared the shit out of me.
I think because Mexican families are like superstitious about like dolls actually moving,
Mm.
so maybe that links to it.
See that Twitch stream?
Because my
There was like the
parents
guy,
and
and there's a
sisters
doll on
and
his bed,
brothers,
and you see its arm move.
yeah, they
Yeah.
all swear by it. Like they've seen the doll move. Like they fucking swear by it. Everybody but
Oh
me
my god,
has
don't
some
even get
spooky
me
shit.
started on that fucking scary ass doll story. John, did I show you that one where it's like
It's a Jar Jar
neighbors
Binks.
see it run from window to window?
What?
You know what's the fucking? You know what's the
Oh my god, I have
scariest
to go
fucking
turn on
dolls?
that. You
dude?
reminded
For
me of
me?
a fucked up story
And
I
another
read that was
thing,
like based
that's
on a
probably
true
why
story.
too. Um, okay, you know quinceañeras, right? They usually give like a quinceañera doll. It's like a porcelain doll that you're supposed to just keep there as like I don't know why they do it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
those quinceañera dolls, dude, are creepy as fuck. Like
Yep.
creepy as fuck. So, and usually in like Latino households, sometimes they're like if they have multiple kids,
Or
which
they have crosses
I mean
everywhere
they're
and
cat.
pictures of Jesus everywhere.
I can say that I'm Catholic. They usually have like a couple, like one or two girls, sometimes maybe even more, and then later there's like fucking just a shelf of different babies that are gonna fucking murder you when you go to sleep, and I'm just like, oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Oh,
Because
that
they
used
look
to be my
creepy as
room.
Got the
fuck,
top of
dude.
Jonathan's
That used to be my
fucking
room. That used. Oh, you gave me
Yep.
goosebumps.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know him?
No,
So you
that
know
used
what I'm
to
talking
be.
about, right?
That used to be my room.
Huzzah.
Yep, he used
Oh,
to sleep
fuck.
in there. I remember.
Now
Yeah, dude,
I had
so
to
fuck
I had to
that.
take that all down, and I have that filled with like pop figures and shit now because I couldn't have it the way it was before.
Even
Were those
worse.
actual quinceañera dolls? Oh, even worse. Or were they just like those dolls? Or were they
every
actually
doll.
quinceañera?
It was everything from like Barbies to stuffed animals to like old
Oh,
like clown
boy.
dolls things.
In your house,
Damn,
just
you
in
got it
general,
bad. Oh,
Yeah.
did you have
I feel like it's even
puppets? Fucking
Yeah, we
you
had
wooden
puppets. Yeah, we had
Oh, I
one.
hate wooden puppets. The ones on strings and shit.
Wait,
Fuck those things.
no, it was like one of like the Elf on the Shelf type shit.
Oh no, dude, my brother had like a. Damn, this McRib is good. That. God damn! I went to go get like a fucking burger, like cheap ones, because there's no food in the house right now. Because my mom, what she cooked, dude, that shit was so bomb, it's gone. So I was like, I'm gonna go. I saw the McRib back, and I was like, fuck my wallet. And I was just like, can I get them, please? And I was just like, yeah, hell yeah, you can. Anyways, sidetracked the shit out of that. Fuck, were we talking about scary
Creepy
dolls.
ghost
and
dolls.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my brother had a fucking.
I'll tell you the story that spooks me.
The creepy fucking the string, the like classic puppets, the ones with like X wooden plank on top with yeah, those things. Fuck that, because that shit was scary as shit, and we threw it away, and somehow that shit was back in the house the next day, and my brother was like, I didn't get it, and then my mom was like, I threw it away, so I didn't get it. My dad was like, I don't give a fuck about it. So I was like, fuck that. And so my mom burned it. Like, she literally burned it. She's like, nah, fuck this. She burned the shit.
a reverse horror movie that shit.
Yeah, she was like, not in this household, and she burned the fuck out of it. I was like, damn. That's how I
the
know for
best thing
sure
to
they
do.
like believe in it. They're like, I'm gonna burn this shit.
I know they don't give it like regular horror movies. They like give it 2 tries. Just the first time.
Ah no, sabes que.
¿Sabes qué?
God damn. But yeah, it's just funny. Oh, I didn't die by the hand of a bootleg Pinocchio, so fuck it.
Not even like a second try.
You want to listen to some music while we work?
God,
Where's
fuck.
Oh, I want to tell you the fucking. Should I tell you that fucked up story that I read that was apparently based on a true story? It was like the kid that would talk to the doll. It was almost like it was like one of those dolls where it was like it's not like super small. It's almost like imagine it like two of your Xboxes long, like put on the long side. So it was like almost walkable
Okay.
up to your knee almost.
Okay.
And so like the kid would always be talking to it, and then like the parents would like swear they see it like switch places on its own throughout the house, and they'd be like, "Fuck that." And I guess
Oh yeah.
when the family was gone on vacation, neighbors they saw lights turn on in the house, and they saw the doll looking out the window waiting for the family. And then the
Oh
fucking light would turn
yeah.
off, and then another light would turn on in another house, and the doll would be right there.
In another
Where did
house.
he where did he hear this?
No, in another window, in another window, in another room.
Where did he hear this, Andrew?
I read it and it was fucked up.
Oh,
And
okay.
like they
Look,
said that like they heard it running up the stairs and shit. It'd be up
I've
the
heard this
stairs.
story before.
Yeah.
There's a podcast I listen to, right? It's called hold up, I have to say it this way. Lore. It's called Lore.
Oh.
it's like-
Oh yeah.
You know that podcast? Okay,
I've heard
yeah,
of it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like basically like scary stories based on like usually real accounts of story. You know what I mean? Like folklore, not really super folklore though, but like they try to find what is grounded in reality, and sometimes are just real stories, and they just make them more
was about the
suspenseful. You know,
Mandela
they read it well. Yeah, it's fucking creepy as fuck.
Hold up, guys. I just heard fucking Shax tell off one of the droids. Like, I heard a droid start talking, and then I heard Shaq start yelling, and then the droid stopped talking. Like, I don't know if it was meant for that, but it looked funny as fuck. It's like the droid was like, got him. And then Shaq was like, God, and he started yelling really fucking loud, and the droid just stopped.
No, but yeah,
They like both
I heard
started
that
talking
exact
at the same
story,
time.
dude. That it like happened
Yeah.
like a cool minute ago, and fuck,
Read it a long
what
time
was
ago.
it? Yeah, damn it, I'm trying to
And-
remember what exactly happened, but
And
fuck
then
that story.
I
I was like, ooh,
read
that
another
just
one
sounds
from
creepy
the
as fuck.
fucking from the same one. It was this guy. Check. Okay.
No.
So who won?
You're talking about the other thing. No, it's not that. There's this other thing called
Solving problems out
SCPs. They're called.
good for you.
It's kind of like a community of people that make up stories, but those stories are based on monsters, and they make it seem like it's reality, but it's not. You know, like it's just a fun little wiki community. Those shit are fucking awesome as fuck. Y'all should fucking read that or hear those. They're freaking awesome.
This war is a
Hold on. Andrew, say your thing before I tell.
Yeah, I read this
John
other
what
one
about
where it was like this
cool
guy.
stuff.
He was checking into a hotel, and like the fucking waiter was, or the accountant was all like, "All right, whatever you do, don't look into. I'm just gonna say 404. Don't look into room 404." And it was like, and he was like, "Okay." And so the dude, I guess his room was next to 404, and so he was like, "You know what, let me just give it a peek." And he looked in the keyhole, and all he saw was just like an orange thing, as if like someone covered it with like an orange piece of tape.
Oh. Yeah.
It was like they didn't want you to look through it.
Shit.
And then the dude was all like, "Okay." And when he went to his room and he thought about it, he was like, "But I wonder what's in there." So the next day when he was checking out, he asked the accountant, what's in 404?" And the lady was all like, "Oh, it's just some dude murdered his wife in there, and people are known to see the ghost, and apparently she's all white and she has really bright orange eyes.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you want to hear this? Yeah.
Yup.
As the kids say, nigga. I'm just gonna just say, oh shit. I forgot. Oh no, wait. I like how I even fucking said it like hardcore as fuck. Nah, Omar said we're good. Anyways,
Yeah. Do you want to
Saw
hear
a
the
UFO
scary?
fly
Do you
over
want
a
to hear
car
the
too
shortest
once.
scary story of all time?
hell yeah. Taxes?
Uh.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna say it like last man on Earth. But this includes
Oh,
like
I know which one.
this includes like any human. The last man on Earth hears a knock at the door. And that's it.
Oh,
It's a fucking deer.
I feels you because he's the oh, fuck, man, that's her tingle.
I remember me and my dad for sure saw like a UFO or like a fucking
Oh, I remember you
government
fucking
thing. We were
called me
driving to
about that.
Arizona. Yeah, I remember. I think I called you because I started freaking out. And my dad was like, "Andrew, chill." Like, we were just driving to Arizona, and like it almost looked like a basketball, like fucking like at light speed, just went over our house. It just went. I mean, not over our house, our car. Like, yeah, we were like driving through the desert, and it just went over our car. And I was like, "Dad, did you see that?" And he was like, "Yep, I saw that." And he was just sitting there like all calm driving.
Oh, I was just seeing Jose, do you want to play Crucible with us?
No,
Okay.
She said
not right now.
to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, no, the thing that Mark was talking about, like I told you, is like it's hard to explain. Best way I can explain it is that way. It's just like a fictional fucking there you go. It's a fictional organization that people made up, obviously. It's fictional. And basically what its purpose is that people upload like different, as they call SCPs, right? Which are just things in general that how do I put it? They're just like supernatural things, but not necessarily. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few examples, right? And they have like different levels. Some of them are just like, oh, this is easily containable, it's not a problem. The other one's like, oh, we don't know everything about it, but it seems okay. And the last one's like, this shit's gonna end the world, you know? So it's like, and we can't
Okay.
stop it type shit. Okay, so one of them is called what the fuck was it called? The noose, the god noose or some shit like that. And it's like a noose made out of fucking pure flesh. So imagine a fleshy
Ew.
ass fucking like noose, right?
Looks
And all this shit
spaghetti.
is typed out like like spaghetti. Imagine a noose made out of spaghetti. Other things are typed out like professionally, right? Like if it was like an organization actually trying to put these shit in files and shit. And it's just explaining, yeah, like tests and stuff and shit like that. And one of the like, when you're near it, a religious person will, so if you're not religious at all, it won't do shit to you. But if you're religious, you'll start hearing a voice and you'll think it's the voice of God, and that voice is telling you to kill yourself. And then you're like extremely compelled, even if you've never had suicidal thoughts, to kill yourself with that noose. And if you do, the noose absorbs your fucking body into the noose. That's why it's made out of like just pure flesh.
Ew.
And they're like examining how no matter how cold or heat they put it, it never like freezes or like gets extremely hot and dries up. It's always like just fucking dripping in blood and just, you know, like it's fucking gross as shit. So that's an example of one. Another one is like things that, like Bigfoot is one of them, you know, like hi, because he's fucking Bigfoot. Another thing was the Leviathan thing. I guess I told you that, Mark. It's
Please,
so
tell me that.
fucking. It's like a gigantic fucking sea monster that is like fuck all huge. You know, it's like the size of the Atlantic Ocean type shit. That if it ever would arise, it would fucking end the world. That type of shit. And the picture they have for it, it's like a oh fuck, that shit looks creepy as fuck. The best way I can explain it is like imagine a shark whale that's all white, that's the size of a fucking continent. just like arising from the ocean.
And it's like
I was
the
like,
giant.
oh,
Oh, never mind.
no.
That stuff terrifies me.
So
Specifically that.
yeah. So
That is like my
you
biggest
see why
fear.
like these shit ranges from things. So
That's
it's
what you want to
fucking
know. You listen to that, but you won't go in the paranormal maze.
Huh? Oh, I already heard it. It's too late.
yeah. Didn't you
You
say
just
please
made
tell
your
me that, or
speech.
you said
Yeah,
don't tell me that?
Yeah,
like,
he wanted to.
it's an unnatural
Okay.
like thing of like I'm terrified of it, but I'm like so undoubtedly drawn
Fuck
to
it, yeah.
I can't go into
Yeah, I
pools
feel
and
you.
think like, I can't go into pools alone and think nothing's gonna fucking eat me when I'm in the pool.
I used to
Even
have
if it's, like,
nightmares
shallow
about
water.
I used to have nightmares about I used to like take swimming classes at this one school, at this one like swimming pool, and I used to have nightmares of that thing having a monster in it, like either like an OPC killer from Star Wars or like
I had
a
a
shark.
really bad nightmare one time. It was almost like one of those repeating nightmares where I basically went skydiving, you know, it's like really fun, but then I was gonna land, like I got pushed off course and I was gonna land like in the middle of the ocean.
Oh
I
fuck.
was like, oh fuck. And I was basically gonna land just in the middle of the ocean, nowhere else. Fucking usually what happens, because it would be like a nightmare that happens multiple times, and I'd wake up right before I hit the ocean. There was this one time where I landed in the water and I was sitting there for like 2 minutes. It's like trying to stay afloat, and there was like no land. Like for some reason, there was just no land. Like I was so scared. I thought I wasn't dreaming.
I
It
just
like honestly felt really real.
I just remembered that
And
recently,
I,
like about a
woke up
month
and I just was
ago,
hyperventilating.
I had a nightmare that
Like,
every
fucking-
time I went back to sleep, I would fall back into the same nightmare, and I could not stop like going into it until like I just said fuck it and I didn't go back to sleep. But like every single like time I went to sleep, I would sleep for like 30 minutes. And I woke up at least like 5 times. And I can't remember what
You
it
guys,
is
like-
because like I repressed it so much. I think I remember telling Meredith about it. Cause like it fucked me up. It was like probably like the scariest thing I could imagine right now.
5 minutes. Plenty of
But like
time to fight.
it was like some sort of mixture of like cultism and like a monster and some shit.
Was it that VHS movie
No,
Alex
no, no,
made
no,
us
no.
watch that
No,
one time where they
no,
fucking
that didn't
remember
bother
that
me at
that
all.
actually has me scared. That actually scared me a little bit.
Cults
It's
and
just because
stuff?
of weird, not because like it jump scares or anything. It's just weird,
Glory is yours.
just weird.
Mm,
scared.
yeah.
You know?
What movie?
VHS. But the thing is, people talk about
I've watched that
the
movie.
foreign one being scarier than the American one we have on Netflix.
It's because foreign's weird. The thing about VHS is just it's weird. Like it weirds you out to the point where it's scary. Like if you like think about
that's
a
exactly
cult,
the sensation I had.
yeah. If you think about like a cult, but then you think about it being weird scares you out, that makes it scary.
Yeah,
like
like,
a cult and weird doesn't go good together.
The one that Andrew's talking about, like it was like a thing, like it was almost like an interview getting set up for like, think of like an interview for like North Korea, how like you know how they get set up for that type of shit. Like they have like all this preparation and like they talk about the specific rules and stuff, and like they're given like a heavily guided tour and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So the people that are doing the interview, like they're given specific rules, like where they're supposed to go, where they're not supposed to go, what they're supposed to say and stuff like that. Yeah, what they can ask about and stuff like that.
Didn't they just break one rule?
It was not even.
Something.
Yeah, it was like at the end of.
They
the
not
interview,
even break any. I don't think they even broke any rules.
Yeah, they like upset the leader, but like at the same time, like
They're
one
just
of like, the
talking about
cameras
some
they
stupid shit.
yeah, one of the cameras they set up that they like did like they didn't even like realize they had on. Go capture those points, please. It like captured them talking about an affair that like the director was having with the cameraman's sister or something like that, who was also there doing the interview. And
Oh yeah, I remember.
it comes down to like
oh shit.
the cult was
She
actually
ended up
waiting.
being pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant, but like they didn't know.
She got
And the
pregnant
cult
because
was
of the
waiting
affair,
for them.
and it's all between people and the staff.
Yeah, the cult was
And-
Oh, that's right. That's what upset them. The lady that was pregnant, she walked off course, and fuck my life. She went somewhere she wasn't supposed to, and she saw that like whenever a girl became pregnant, like they had like little girls there, and whenever the little girl
She
became
basically
pregnant,
went off course, and she saw
Yeah.
the fucking weird shit.
Yeah, and she saw like they had a bunch of like young girls there, and they were those little girls were
Didn't the
only
leader
allowed.
basically rape them?
Yeah, they were only allowed to have sex with the leader. Fuck. With like the
Mad
head
Max
dude.
style?
Sort of.
Basically. Sort of, yeah.
So she saw that, and that was the girl that just happened to be pregnant with the like that affair thing. So they found her, and then they revealed that like they were actually waiting for her that whole time. Like they needed someone that was in a affair. Like
That
she was in an
exact
affair.
person, or
Yeah.
an affair. Oh. Basically needed a
I tapped
bastard.
it, then
They
please kill
basically
them.
needed a bastard.
Yeah, so like they did all this stuff, and then like they got the girl and they like cut her open or some shit like that. And, like the girl gave birth at the spot. Like she immediately became like 9 months pregnant, and then she gave birth there. And the guy, the dad that had the affair, he died. And then the wife died, or the mom died, and then no, the brother died, and then the mom died, and then the guy who had the affair, like the director dude, he like starts running, and like everyone in the cult starts fucking killing themselves. Like,
That's the part that messed me up.
they all started like
So basically,
collective
here,
suicide.
basically what happened is they fucking cut open the fucking girl, and it ended up being like what the cult believed in. They
Like
were
their God.
apparently waiting for her the whole time, and like their fucking god came out when they fucking cut her open,
It was like this weird
and fucking
like,
the guy who was running away, the entire everyone who believed in the cult, I guess, started like changing and like fucking, I guess, how they get to their afterlife just by killing themselves. And so the dude was basically running around through the whole fucking maze of the cult area, and he just like looked into hallways and saw people fucking killing himself like in every hallway.
Yeah, like shit hit the fan really fucking hard.
was
Like,
like-
there was like
Jesus.
blood all over
Yeah,
the
like
place.
as
like,
he's
really
basically
fast.
imagine like, and, like didn't like an alarm happen? Like just imagine
Yeah.
being like in an area, and then you hear an alarm, and then you see everybody just fucking start killing themselves. Like what the fuck?
And like
Fuck that.
And then after,
Oh, what's
after
up,
everyone
Greg?
killed himself, they're all like weird fucking white demon zombie things.
oh
Just
yeah, like
fucking-
there
I
was
don't
like
know, it was
weird shit
fucked up
going
weird.
on. Like there were like weird things like crawling into vents and like crawling on the ceilings and shit. And
yeah, everyone started crawling on shit.
then like
It's just
the dude
weird
the
fucking-
dude ran out to his car, and then like you see like this weird thing like bust out of like the ceiling, and it looks like it's made out of claymation, which makes it like scarier. And he goes and he gets in the car and drives off. He's like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here. And
He made it a fucking good distance too.
yeah,
He just said
and then-
like this is the part that also messes me up. Like he drove like a fucking 5 miles away. Like he was just out of there already.
and then the thing that busted out the ceiling landed on his car and like crushed it. And the
Fucking-
dude
no,
was still
no,
like,
it didn't land. You heard it running to him. You heard it chasing him, which
Oh,
also messed me up.
so like, and then the
You
car
heard, like,
stopped. I
the
think he
thumps
like
of it
crashed
chasing
or
him.
something.
Yeah.
We did not beat the raid yet, Greg.
No,
We
it caught
don't
up
have
to
a
him.
team.
No, it caught
yeah,
up
it
to
caught
him.
up to him, and then like he like stopped moving, and then
That's what I was in. Yeah.
you see the thing like come in through like the sunroof, and it says like "Daddy," and like he starts like
'Cause
fucking
it
like
was his
crying and
fucking
losing his
son.
shit. Yeah, because it was his son, and like that's the end of it. And like supposedly that
Oh,
thing was supposed to like
Jesus.
bring the apocalypse.
It's
It's like
fucking
it's like
weird.
fucking weird, yeah.
And then
Um,
that's also what gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched like another one.
That's
on,
a thing
like-
that also happens in my nightmares. Like I'll have an
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
heard
there's
it
like
was
5, but they're all just short stories in the thing. It's not
yeah.
like carrying it on.
It's
Oh,
an
no,
anthology.
well, there is a story
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
like anthologies.
There's a story like
They
there's
all
a
do end up.
there are two detectives that are like investigating like the house of this person that like committed suicide or something, and they went into the house
And he was
and they
looking
found
at all
like
the-
a set of VHSs and they were watching them. And, like,
And it was just all these weird stories.
It's weird because all of the VHSs they're watching are recorded by the person that killed themselves, but when you watch the VHSs, that guy's in like none of them. So there's another one like about like a zombie apocalypse that just so happens to start like when this dude's out for a jog, and like he has like this GoPro
that was
camera
funny.
thing.
That was just funny.
Yeah, that one was weird. Like, I'm using the Darcy for the first time. It's kind of
No.
It was basically like this dude gets bit, and it's like the guy has a GoPro on his head, and you see like he gets bit, and then like you just see, and then he turns into a zombie. And it's like the life of a zombie dude, like a GoPro. It's funny, but then
and,
there's like
he
a
has-
part where it
he
gets
has, like, a
messed. Doesn't he like
baby.
eat his girlfriend?
Oh, no, there's a girl that comes to help him,
And
and
he
he
fucking-
kills that girl. But like he has a baby, so like he sets up a way to like make it so he doesn't eat the baby. Like he attaches like a piece of meat or a piece like of like a foot of the girl he killed or something to like a branch in front of him, so it would like lead
Basically,
him
a
in a
zombie
straight
that has
line.
feelings, and he doesn't
Yeah.
want to be a zombie.
Yeah, and he has a baby, and he doesn't want to eat his baby, so he ties it to his back where he can't grab it, and he makes himself walk in a straight line because he knows he knows himself as a zombie is gonna follow the meat. So like he puts on a string, and you see that like his body like leads him to like a camp of survivors, and they fucking kill him and then take the baby. And then like you see like his head like start
No,
crying.
no. They kill the survivors.
What, they killed the survivors?
It was him. He ran in. No, because
No,
I
no, no, I'm
remember
talking about the last
zombie.
people.
So basically,
The one that found his baby. Because like they found him and then took the baby after they killed him. And like you see him like
no,
crying.
he killed himself.
Wait.
He was. He fucking killed himself, John.
But he
So
became. He still
basically, what
became a
happened is
zombie.
he went and he basically there was a group of survivors. And they basically I think he was with the horde of zombies, and they basically ate all the survivors.
Oh, they went
And
to
he
like a
fucking,
kid's birthday party and killed them.
Yeah, he went to a kid's birthday party, and they basically killed everyone there.
You can see like the guy
And,
that like runs from like there's like a dad and like all his little girls, and they get into a car.
Yeah, and they all run away.
And the dad can't get in the car, cause like he's not fast
And
enough.
I think something happened to his baby, and then the zombie somehow manages to kill himself. 'Cause he didn't want to be a zombie.
Oh yeah, he shot himself with a shotgun. Like,
Yeah, he somehow shot himself with the fucking shotgun as a zombie. That one was just kind of dumb. It was kind of funny.
The other one that was kind of weird was the alien one. Like there's
Yeah,
like,
the aliens.
like I think
There was one where aliens landed, and the way they walked scared the shit out of. They're like imagine LMAO aliens, but they're super tall.
yeah, they're like really
Like,
tall
they're trying
and
to
like kind
kidnap
of
you.
lanky, and like yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like these kids and like
Didn't they
they're-
eat the last kid?
yeah, they like ate the last kid. It was weird. They took the dog. They took the no, the dog was the last one.
Oh, they dropped the dog.
Yeah, oh yeah, like so like
Didn't even take him.
they went through like the whole thing of like these. So like there's these 4 kids. Like think of like Stranger Things type kids, and like the older kids, like the sister, the sister's boyfriend, and the sister's boyfriend.
Make it
like,
count.
What?
I got 3 of them with my fucking thing. You guys better make it count.
Together as one.
Here you
Cool.
I love it.
go. I'll mark out a triple.
Amazing.
But yeah, there's like the 2 sets of like the people, and the like the aliens show up, and like everything like power starts going out, and like whenever the aliens show up, there's like a
Fucking
big
ear
ass,
rape. They started ear
loud
raping.
ear rape jump scare type sound, and then like they would like show up and like the
Just
windows
imagine an
and shit.
alarm. You know how like there's the
Hello.
town alarms where it like alerts the entire town, where it's like almost like a giant town alarm, but imagine that but fucking ear rape, and it like shakes, like it basically makes like a mini earthquake there.
So yeah, the people are like
But,
running
like,
and shit.
that one kind of freaked me out.
Um,
Because, like, you'd expect, oh no, they're dumb. Like, these aliens are dumb. Why don't they just pick them up with their ship? They should have all this technology. But then they mimicked fucking police sirens. Which
yeah,
kind of,
to
like,
get
scared me.
to get some
That
of them
part
to
kinda
like
scared me.
relax and run out, and then they would get fucking like got by the aliens.
Keep this up and the
Yeah,
battle
like,
is
they
yours.
mimicked, like, they made, like, a mist, and they put, like, police sirens and, like, police lights in the mist, and they ran to it. There's a bunch of fucking aliens there.
And like
Yeah, like, imagine that. Like, you're
like,
running away, and then
all
you
of them
run to
start
a
getting
misty
like
police siren area.
they start getting like
And you even
like,
heard their
got.
voices, too.
yeah, there's the VHS
Yeah, it's
movie.
the VHS movie. There's like little anthologies.
First one.
The first one, I think. Oh,
But yeah,
it's just weird.
The last three people is like the sister, the brother, and like the brother's friend. The brother's friend gets eaten by the aliens. The sister gets like taken by the aliens, and like it's just the kid, like the brother, and his dog, and he put a GoPro on the dog, so like you see everything from the
And it was
dog's
basically the
perspective.
entire thing from the dog's point of view.
Yeah, and like they're all running and shit, and the kid gets like. at
Which is
the last
also
part, like,
messed up because you see how loyal the dog is.
yeah, and like the kid gets abducted at one point, so they're like dragging him into like the spaceship, like straight up to the sky, and like he's holding onto the dog, and the dog's like trying to pull him down, and the dog gets pulled into the air. But then like they turn off the tractor
don't
once
want
the
the
kid
dog.
gets in, so they throw the dog back out, and you see the dog like fall to its death, and it like dies, and it's like really fucked up.
Oh Jesus!
Only 1 minute left.
Stormcaller, he's gonna kill me.
Want to die.
Oh no!
Got you! Oh.
How did I kill him?
I know, what the fuck? I disintegrated him, hello?
But yeah, I think those were
There
the
were
only
two
ones we
people.
watched. Like there were more, but like we didn't watch them. Like supposedly like
Oh,
all
I
of
remember
like
we saw the end. The end was also really, it was really freaky
Yeah,
because like
the
basically
weirdest
they're
part
sitting there
was the
watching the
VHS.
VHSs the guys had. Yeah, they were basically watching all the VHSs and like the guy died in the room. Then they find out like that the guy was a zombie and he like left the room. Like they see like the camera, like basically there's a security camera and they see the security camera where the guy killed himself, but then he sees a zombie and walks out. And then
Well,
they
they don't
see
know if
only
he's a
2
zombie or
minutes
not.
later that they walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they see only like 2 minutes later that they walk in, so like, oh shit, he's still in the house.
Oh.
And they fucking die.
Victory
It
is
ends
all
there.
I ask. Good.
It ends there with them knowing that the fucking zombie guy's in the house
got
that
some
like
fight
died
in
from
you.
watching all the VHSs.
It's fucking creepy.
Because
It's just
they're like
creepy.
they're all weird, but like the part that makes it scary is when it goes back to like the real life thing.